In this lesson, we are going to learn how polar animals, such as this guy, stay warm in cold temperatures such as icy water, as well as learn ways we can copy them when it's too cold for us outside. These animals are always outside in freezing temperature without a sweater and never seem to get cold. Have you ever wondered how they stay warm when they live out in the snow? This video will explain how they were born to do just that. In this experiment, you're going to need some ice, a container to fill up with water and pour the ice into, some type of shortening, and a glove or just something to cover your hand with. Your first step is going to be filling up the container with water, just enough to where you can dip your finger into it. Once that is filled with water, you can start placing your ice into it. When done, it should look something like this. And you can let it sit for a little bit while you gather your materials just to let the water get cold. Now you're going to want to dip your finger into the water without doing anything to your hand. How cold did that feel? You're going to want to remember that feeling for when you cover your finger in shortening. Next step is to put on your glove and cover your finger in shortening. Do you think the shortening is going to help keep your finger warm, or are you still going to feel the cold? Now that your finger is prepped and ready to go, you're going to want to dip it back into the icy water. How different did that feel? Did your finger stay a lot warmer than when you dipped it in the first time? Your fingers should have stayed warmer. But why do you think your finger stayed warm? Do you think the water got cold, or that shortening helped your finger? If you guessed shortening, you are correct. Polar animals have blubber, which is the thick layer of fat between the animal's skin and its muscles that helps them stay warm. It keeps them warm by trapping their body heat inside their body. So when they're out like this, they don't have to worry about getting cold. Let us use this picture as an example. As you can see, the middle in the blue is going to be the blubber, the yellow circle on the top left is going to be the sun, and the bottom gray is going to be your body. As you can see, the sunlight is coming in, hitting your body, some of it's bouncing out, and some of it is staying in and bouncing in between the blubber. As you can see, the orange line is a lot thinner on the left than it is on the right, as well as the blue is darker on the right than it is on the left. This means the thicker the blubber, the more sunlight gets trapped inside the body. This means that the thicker the blubber, the warmer you can stay in these colder conditions. How does this relate to your life? It will help you out when picking a sweater. Think of the sweater as the layer of blubber. The thicker the sweater, the warmer you will stay, and the thinner the sweater, the colder you will be. So if it looks like this outside, you'll probably be fine without a sweater, as you will probably get too hot. But if it looks like this, you're probably going to want to find your thickest sweater and layer up to stay warm. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully now you know how polar animals stay warm in icy water, and you yourself can better stay warm when it's cold outside.